Hello everyone and welcome back to Zoo Crafting! I am Zookeeper Seri and we are back here in Zoodesia Zoo, and I'm actually so happy to be surrounded by all of the greenery of the zoo. I feel like I could just roll on the ground and pet the little mushrooms and pet the little paths and be like, finally, I have returned to the zoo. The adventures that we have, especially the super special ones when we go out on the big Halloween expeditions, are so much fun. But then it's so amazing to feel this rush of excitement and joy and pride when we come back to the zoo and see everything we have done. And today we have a very special announcement about a way that you guys can actually add your own contributions to the zoo too. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys, and I will share it when we go catch up with Lily, Tate, and Alia, who I miss so much, over at the blackberry exhibit. And yes, I know we said we were going to actually take the little the coconut crabs that we have in our yard over to their spot in the marine area now, but I have a problem, you guys. I kind of have lost Aster Seed again. I've done it again, where I flew him somewhere, left him there, and walked away, and now I can't remember where I put Aster Seed, and I'm thought he was over here next to the ducks, but he's not here next to our ducks, of which we still have so many ducks. I'm actually so relieved. It seems like even when they slip under the lily pads, they do not drown. So, that's such a big weight off my shoulders, because I really thought that the ducks would actually drown and things wouldn't, that's not very good. Things wouldn't end well for them. But it seems like they're doing just fine, and they are obsessed, though, with that little gate. So we might try taking that gate out and putting in some other form that they may not recognize of entrance for people to be able to walk in. But I don't know. Here, we're going to jump into the duck exhibit. Geronimo! Yes, Wendy, the male mallard duck. I'm sure that surprised you, just landing from above like that. Oh, and who's this? Princess Quack! She's on the royal, little throne of a nest here, and it looks like she is sitting on top of a full nest. How fun! Why don't we go ahead and collect up these eggs then? Pardon me, Queenie. So Queenie is watching over Princess Quack. I totally forgot the amazing names you guys suggested. This is why your guys' suggestions are going to make up our zoo. I have something really, really, really fun in mind that, like I said, I'll tell you about when we get to the blackberry exhibit to go catch up with the dogs. But let's go ahead and we're going to remove these eggs for now, so that if they lay any more eggs near here... Oh, look at that! Queenie's like, the nest is empty. I can put my eggs in there now. So good luck, Queenie. All right, let me look around. We've got... Oh, we got a little mud ball. And... let's see, we have Wendy over here, Kingy, and Puppy! Puppy, I hope you're happy. He must be very happy having so many other ducks to hang out with. Oh my gosh, and there's actually double eggs. I've never seen that before in that little spot. So let's go ahead and collect up all the eggs, and then we'll put them inside of the little... Oh, hello there, Ivy. Don't mind me. My mushrooms are not spreading over here, Fooey. We'll clear away the vines. That was a woo-woo. Oh my gosh, there's a chocobo in here. I thought Aster Seed had somehow wandered down here for a second, and that is not the case, but there is actually a chocobo in here that we should probably remove. So we'll remove her in just a second. Also, I forgot how cool our little Duck Lakeside Ranger Station is. This is the most tripped out ranger station we have in the entire zoo so far. So I definitely need to add in a few more features in some of the other ranger stations. But I just want to put these eggs away really quickly, and we probably should go and get an official incubator like we have over at the Zoology Research Center, which is where we study all of the various eggs that show up in our zoo. But for now, I'll just kind of surround it with some ferns, and that should do. And then I might leave behind these bay tree seeds and these lettuce seeds, because I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. And then let's go get that chocobo. Hello, sweetie. Did you get lost in a big cave? I'm sorry about that. Let me go ahead and snag you. I think you're the one who's been wandering around here for quite a while. Oh gosh, and let's just exit where I know is a proper exit. I wish my mushroom garden would grow, darn. All right, and there we go. All right. Oh, Pepper Quack. I love that. Yeah, you guys come up with the best names. You really do. All right, pardon me, everybody. Pardon me, I'll be back later. Pepper Quack, that's the most awesome name. So Aster Seed was not down here, and that's why we came down here, because I need Aster Seed so that I can fly with the coconut crabs all the way to where we're going to start the marine exhibits. But you know what? The marine exhibits would be getting ahead of ourselves a little bit again. So I still need to we might do that on Saturday. We might take the coconut crabs away to the marine area, and we might plant the autumn garden on Saturday, because it is already November. We are almost to the point where it's going to be time to think about a winter garden. And if that's going to be the case, I really, really, really need to hurry and plant my autumn garden because I love my seasonal gardens. So we'll be working on that probably Saturday. But before we get too much ahead of ourselves again, today we're going to see if Aster Seed is over here, which he is not. All right. Well, what should I do with this chocobo? Ma'am, I'm going to let you wander around. Do please be very careful. There is a red wolf exhibit. Maple, I really forget to take this door and like replace this door with something else. So Maple, you're a good girl, but stay here, okay? Baby, what? Oh, I thought that the chocobo took off into the air for a second, but it was just a leaf block. Yes, but where was I? Oh yes, Aster Seed isn't here. You be careful. Please don't wander into the red wolf exhibit. And I guess while we're over here, we can go ahead and check the traps just really quickly. But yeah, we're getting ahead of ourselves a little bit. And like I told you guys yesterday, I have been coming up with new ways to try to organize myself on projects. And again, I have told you guys this over and over and over, and I am just so disorganized because I get so excited. And there literally is so much to do in our zoo all of the time that really, I don't blame you if you don't believe me. If you'll believe me. So I'm going to have to just lead by example. Oh, that's so cute with the little leaves poking through. Lead by example and just do what I need to do in order to... Let's go ahead and grab some of these. Should I make fruit bait? I kind of want to make veggie bait. Do I have... Oh, I have something. I have corn to make veggie bait. So I just need to like lead by example and actually manage to take care of some of our tasks in the zoo without getting too sidetracked. So that's one of my big goals, is to start finishing up some projects. And what I'm going to do to try to help myself, because it is very easy to get distracted with so many different things, especially when it comes time to visit with our friends. And yes, I still have raw chicken for the dogs. And when it comes time to deal with the surprises that the new mods give us, like the fact we have this amazing enrichment. No. Well, it's enrichment for people. Does that count? In fact, wouldn't that make it so much more fun if they took like an educational area and instead of dragging a child by its hands and being like, there you go, that's the education center. You need to go in there and learn something. What if you like brought them over and you were like, hey, look, it's the enrichment center. That's a playground for the mind. See, it's just how you... It's kind of corny, but it's just how you kind of pitch things. So yeah, I mean, we got distracted by mods that introduce these things, but I have a piece of paper in real life and I'm going to have a little list of things to try to do. And after we get distracted by one adventure, I'll try to pull myself back in. So again, you guys have heard this over and over again, so I won't drone on about it any longer. But I do really love our enrichment center. This is just so enrichment. I said it again. I do really love our education center. This is so awesome. I love this microscope. You guys always ask what this microscope is from. It's from a mod called Minechem, and we're on the 1.7.10 version of Minecraft, so I have no idea if it'll work on your version that you're using, but it's quite fun. It normally is meant to do like a whole bunch of chemicals. In fact, if I go and look, let's see, Minechem, that's all this stuff. That's all of the stuff that we've never, ever touched or looked at, and we might one day. And Ben actually has a really fun time with it. But all I use from it is actually the microscope, and I think it's really, really fun. All right, and our white-tailed deer. But speaking of projects and lists and things that I want to add into the world and trying to get one area finished before we move on to other areas, I have a new idea for how we are going to set up our exhibits. And now it begins to rain. Oh, puppies, I have missed you. Alia, Tate, Lily, come on, guys. Let's go ahead and we'll snag a nap in the ranger station so that the rain will go away. And then we'll come back. Come on, puppies. Come on. Oh, Lily, why are you hiding in that bush? Oh, you're so silly. Come on, puppies. We'll go over to the ranger station and take a nap. I need to have more ranger stations dotted around the place, honestly. I meant to put one in with the black bears. And the red wolves are now white wolves because the rain came down and washed away their red wolfness, which it shouldn't do, but it does on occasion. And keep running. Jeez, our world is so beautiful. Okay, all right, there we go. All right, come on, puppies. Come on, let's go ahead and take a nap. Can I take a nap? I should be able to take a nap. Is this bed broken? Why is this bed broken? Work bed. I want to snooze. Are there monsters nearby? Is that why I can't nap? Really? Fine. Okay, you guys. Looks like we have to put up with the rain today. There must be monsters nearby or something. Or maybe that's like a fake bed. I've never had that problem before when nobody else is on the server. Oh well. We will worry about that later. And puppies! Okay, come on, guys. Come on. We'll go over to the picnic area. I'll feed the puppies, and I will tell you guys about my fun new idea of ways that you can give your ideas to help out the animals in the zoo. And I think you're going to be pretty thrilled about this. All right, let me go ahead and grab the chicken. Hi, guys. Oh, I've missed you guys. It was really a lot harder than I thought it would be to spend all of those days going on an adventure without you. So Alia, Lily, Tate, do your best to try to catch some fish from the rain like you tend to do, while I explained to everybody the really cool idea I had. So you guys may know, I went to the zoo a couple days ago with my beloved Chips, and we had a really grand time. And one of the things we really noticed is we loved it when we would see enrichment items and really beautiful environments in the exhibits. And that's always your ideal when you see an animal in the zoo. You have a trade-off when you bring an animal into captivity like that, and it's serving as an ambassador for its species. I am an avid researcher in how to make people really care about the natural world, how to make them really become passionate about the environment, puppies. And there really is something about being able to physically see an animal in its best, see an animal really be happy, see an animal really kind of engage in its natural behaviors that hits people, the vast majority of people, on a level that nothing else does. And we could debate the pros and cons of zoos and other captive institutions all day long. I am very adamant about which ones I support and which ones I don't. And the ones I support offer enrichment for the animals. And it makes not only the animals potentially have more vivid lives and experiences, but it also makes the people value the animals more. I've really noticed that phenomenon a lot when I go to different zoos and kind of compare them, research them. Constantly I'm asking myself the question of, is this a good thing or not? And really what I've noticed is that the zoos that really go out of their way to clearly have spent a lot of time, care, and money into providing beautiful exhibits for their animals, the people walk away from those exhibits feeling like that animal has more overall value in their life and overall value in protecting. Now, all of the animals and all of life should have some sort of balance and value, of course, but I'm not trying to get into that depth. I'm saying I've really noticed if an exhibit is really, really over the top nice. It's got lots of things. It's got lots of opportunities for the animal to enjoy itself and lots of opportunities for people to look at things. Like a lot of what you see in zoo exhibits are made for the people who are watching the animal and not for the animal. And that is because if the people look in and they go, wow, look, there's all sorts of like nuts for the bear to eat. There's a place for him to rest. That's a beautiful waterfall. Somehow, for some reason, the people start assigning more value to, say, the black bear in the exhibit. If they see a really beautiful exhibit and they see that clearly a lot of care, there's a lot of different things in here, there's a lot of things that are built specifically for the bear to enjoy. Like the penguins we saw at the Detroit Zoo had a snow machine in their room, and it was so cool. They had snow machine, they had tunnels. People tend to walk away from those really amazing exhibits willing to think that that animal needs more attention and value in their lives too. So it's really hard to explain, but basically I'm saying the better the exhibit, not only is it better for the animal, but it's better for the people because they walk away feeling like that animal has more value than an animal that's just kind of in an empty fenced-in area. It's not fair, and it's not the whole picture, and it's not completely right, but it is the truth of what I've seen again and again and again in all the zoos I've gone to. So what does that little ramble mean? It means not only do I care very adamantly about these kinds of subjects, because if you are going to have a captive animal, even a pixelated captive animal, then you need to do your best by it. So, what does that ramble mean? Why did I get so confusing and so deep on that subject? Because, you guys, it hit me, my little brain isn't creative enough sometimes to come up with all of the various really cool enrichment items that I want to see in our exhibits. And so what I would really, really love is actually to be able to have you guys give some awesome out-of-the-world suggestions that I just haven't thought about, or something that you just feel is really important to have in the exhibit for the animal. And I want to start adding in a special item in each exhibit, maybe more than one, of an enrichment item that you guys suggest. And it could be something really basic, like having a pretty waterfall or having like a whole little berry bush area, or it could be something that is a little bit more complicated that I haven't even thought of yet, that we can use all of the mix of mods we have with Carpenter's mods, with the new Shrinky Shrinky Dink diorama mod, which can shrink things down into various sizes. Maybe it's something I've never thought of before, but I want to make sure that each and every exhibit we have from now on, there's at least one enrichment item that you guys can suggest. And so we'll build that enrichment item, and then we'll have a little sign somewhere outside of the exhibit that will say, like, I don't know, a giant berry bush for the bear, donated by so-and-so, or if not donated, like inspired by so-and-so. Maybe it'll be like, underground viewing area for the bunny warren, inspired by Wolf Girl 92, things like that. So you guys can suggest a really cool enrichment item, and the ones that really take into account, like if you do a little bit of research, like what does a black bear need? The ones that take that into account and can kind of look into what the animals would actually need. And then we can go ahead and, not like if it's a black bear, you don't go put in an iceberg. That's what I mean, If it's something that the animal clearly could use for its behavior and its needs, then that is much more likely to go up the list. And try to think a little bit grandiose, which means really big. Try to think a little bit outside the box and come up with something that you think would be really, really fun for our black bear that suits its needs, that suits where its environment would normally be. So again, no icebergs in the desert exhibits and things like that. And that might be a little bit outside the box, a little bit creative, and just leave a comment with that. And then if that one ends up being picked, because maybe some of the ideas might be too grandiose and I may not be able to actually build that thing, but if I am able to construct it, is this not ready I really want to harvest these. Okay, whatever. We can't harvest those yet, puppies. Let's get out of the rain because, oh my goodness. If the idea is a little bit too big and I can't actually build it, then I may have to pass it up. But if the idea is something that I can do, then we're going to start doing that in every single exhibit where we have an inspired by thing and something that can really make that exhibit stand out. So it's not just a black bear exhibit. It's a black bear exhibit with a big thing, like the way that the penguins had the little snow machine. And I thought that was so wonderful. I was so tickled and charmed by the snow machine, you guys. I truly was. I thought it was really, really great. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff down here. I'm just getting out of the rain for a second. I want to mine it all, but we'll do that another day. But yeah, so is the rain gone? I wish I could have slept through it. Oh well, we'll focus on that later. Oh yeah, and I forgot to show you guys the roots. These are the tree roots I made. We'll go look at them up top too. So it could be things that use defencing items. It could be things that use carpenter's blocks. But I just really love that idea. We want to not only have the animals, but now we have a new goal to like pry at your creative minds, pulling together things that actually would take care of the animals' needs and behaviors and environment, and coming up with something really unique in each exhibit. So this is the call for something for our black bears. So if you guys can come up for something with our black bears that would answer to some of their behavioral needs of maybe searching for different kinds of food, maybe they could have like different bushes that like show off different types of food that they could dig under. Who knows? And I feel like my little mind doesn't think outside the box enough for some of this. So I'm relying on you guys. And once we build it, and it will be really fun because it will be something totally unique that will really help define the exhibit, then we'll put down a little sign dedicated to you. So thank you. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see your guys' suggestions. And oh my gosh, this rain. I wonder why it wouldn't go away earlier. All right, so let's come over here. And again, like it's a black bear, so they mostly eat, careful there, puppies. Everybody's riding the little waterfall down now. Like black bears mostly eat plant matter, we learned. So, like having, I don't know, a fake lamb for them to be able to like attack probably isn't going to do anything, but maybe more trees for them to climb or something really unique, like a black bear tree house or something fun. And remember, it can be something also that makes the exhibit fun for the people to look at, because like my little rant said, the more interesting you make the exhibit, not only is it better for the animal, but if the people think the exhibit is interesting even for them, then they tend to give more value to that animal and they tend to care more about it, which isn't entirely fair, but it is something I've seen happen again and again. So I'm relying on you guys to really make this exhibit help me make it pop. So there we go. Oh, I'm so excited today. I've been so thrilled and tickled, and then it just is such a great way to be able to really add in you guys into this world. And oh gosh, that just makes me excited. All right, and then over here you can see the little tree roots that we have that I was talking about, and I'm kind of thinking that this little complex network of tree roots, which turned out a little bit messier than I thought it would, but I still like it. I think this little mess of tree roots, I actually want to have a big giant tree right here, like a really big tree that I might plant right where this little guy is. And we'll make that tree kind of have little roots like this going out all over the place that might kind of hang off of some of the little balconies right here, and maybe even trickle down into this cave entrance. So that should be quite fun too. And oh my goodness, this rain. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I think I know where I left Aster Seed now. Now that I realize he isn't over at the ducks, I think I actually left him over by the tiger, because last time we left off with our work in the black bear exhibit, I was heading over to go snag the tires from the tiger exhibit, some of the extra tire swings that we have to put the tire swings in here. I think that'll be really fun, and growing like a really big tree or two. You can see how I tried to work a little bit more on the little hidden empty tree cavity from this dead tree trunk, so that the black bears can come inside here and just like relax and kind of hang out for a little while, maybe see if there's anything good out here to come and eat on occasion. But I was getting the tire swing, so I think I may have left Aster Seed by the tigers. So we'll go pick him up tomorrow, and then we will head on over and we will grab those coconut crabs and just get that over with on one of our Saturday specials. And then, like I said, with my little piece of paper, resume diving in and really actually getting to work. Also, you guys, I think we definitely need an attraction of some kind, a big attraction of some kind. So we have a few exhibits, and we're going to add in a few more. I think we're definitely going to be adding in the Hellbender exhibit and the cougar exhibit next. And then I need a couple attractions. We have one attraction, well, technically maybe two attractions. We have a really fun attraction for the temperate forest area. And by attractions, I mean things that are not exhibits. They're kind of extras that you would expect to find in zoos, like playgrounds and things like that. We have the education center, or the brain enrichment center, as I like to call it. And then we also have this watchtower, but I feel like the watchtower is a low level attraction. We need another like high star attraction. So if you guys can think of another kind of attraction that we could add here in the temperate forest area, maybe a trail, like a path you could walk on, and you could collect all sorts of interesting things while you're walking on the path, like maybe find a whole bunch of mushrooms, and maybe if you find like one of each item and there's an NPC who you could turn the items into. In fact, let's get out of the rain and go into the aviary. No, what am I doing standing out in the rain when we have a beautiful aviary to relax in? Look at this. Lovely. Oh, and there's little feathers. Oh, we just got a little feather from the little bird. Oh, that's so exciting. Do I have some food? I have pumpkin muffins. What could be better than eating pumpkin muffins out of the rain inside of a beautiful exhibit like this with Keeper Ethan here? But yeah, that might be another thing we could do for an attraction, is make a forest trail that you walk on, and maybe you find like different signs that tell you informational things, and you can collect tokens from reading each thing. And then once you're done with the tokens, you can turn them into an NPC and get like a special item. That might be really fun. So it's like an educational walk that you get a reward for. So yeah, but I don't think my little brain is creative enough. So I'm opening the floor to your guys' ideas, and then we will tackle those and then get ready to move on to some other projects, because I'm thinking at the end of November, we might finally start poking away at this mountaintop and adding in the timber wolves, adding in the Arctic foxes, adding in a lot of the creatures that tend to stay up where it's nice and cold and high up in the mountains. So that's going to be really fun too. But all right, so ideas. I can't wait to hear your guys' ideas. We'll go grab Aster Seed and just take care of this autumn garden once and for all, which should make the rediscovered Aki very happy next time. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.